So hello there. So in this video, I'll be showing um, the Firebase Firestore, how to get a real-time update to the Firebase Firestore. So basically, what you need to do is to uh, understand the how to have a snapshot listener in your code. So this is for the Python using the Raspberry Pi. So again, I have my SSH set up right here in the Visual Studio Code, and I've already have a code right here just to make uh, things much easier and faster. So first thing, of course, is to install the Firebase admin if you haven't installed it yet. So go back to my video. I've demonstrated how to install the Firebase admin in the Raspberry Pi Python. So next, you need to import credentials first. So because we need to link this code, I mean this program to our Firebase project. Uh, Again, I have one right here, and you can get that one on the project settings and service accounts. Then then select Python, and I just copy this code snippet to the program and click generate new private key and save it to the same directory to your code. So now we also have an instance of our Firestore database, and we also need to import threading because again we'll be needing it to create an event for notifying main thread, and a boolean value of having a default boolean value of false. So this is just to demonstrate. Later on, we'll be using this to listen a specific change of value in the database and store it right here. So and we have here a callback function. So I'll get on to that later. And right here we have a um, document reference in our Firestore database. So basically, I have created in the Firestore a collection named testc and the document named testd. So right here, so right here I've created this one, and it has a data field. So testc collection, then testd document, and it has a field data field of is true, which is has a default value of false. So we'll be using this data field to listen um, to let the Raspberry Pi Python listen some changes on this specific document, the testd. So uh, if we change this value to true, it will be it will the listener of the Raspberry Pi Python will function. So it will basically call the snapshot callback. So I'll be demonstrating at that later. So again, we have this uh, callback function. So it will basically it will receive a document snapshots whenever there is a changes in this specific document testd. So either we change this value of is true, or maybe if we add some another data field, the this will get called. So this will only get called whenever there's again a changes in this specific document. So but this is much more efficient compared to, again, in my previous video I've shown the how inefficient polling method is. Basically, polling method is having your read request inside a while loop, and um, my previous video it shows that it generates a lot of read requests in your Firestore database, and we know that the Firestore database has its daily quota of 50,000 read requests per day, and uh, it yeah, and also it is very inefficient to use polling method because uh, you are continuously fetching data from the internet, and it will uh, um, consume a lot of resource of your Raspberry Pi, and maybe potentially slowing things down. And so yeah, having a snapshot listener is definitely the solution for this one. So again, this function will return document snapshots on that specific snapshot. So in an instant where there is a change in your test, it will return all the documents related to that one. But we know that we have only specified only one document, so we'll be only expecting one document right here. So and we need um, so for each document in document snapshot, again there's only one. Um, each document has we need to convert each document to to dictionary. So this one right here, basically we need to do this so that we can have a format like this, so that we can extract a specific key. uh, m- Again, we have a data field right here, where was it? Let's see, is true. So we can extract the value of is true and store it into a variable. And yeah, let's print something on our console whenever there's a uh, snapshot change. So and in this value right here, again we want to store the value changed on a global variable, because maybe will be in your project will be you will be using it inside a while loop. So the problem in using threading, again this uses threading. So what is being the values right here won't go basically be uh, won't be accessed by the outside of this, like the bool value. But if you set it to global, like you explicitly um, call the global syntax, the bool value, it will save that to basically save the change value to anywhere outside this function, so that it will be called right here in your while loop or anywhere else. Because if you don't do this, it will not store a value outside the this function. So make sure to have this line right there. And again, we store the value of is true to bool value, and that's it for the callback function. And right here is just basically the the watch or listener document line. So again, it is outside the while loop, and it's just basically listening changes to this specific document, and it will call this callback function. So, uh, and I also have a while loop right here that continuously printing the value of the bool value, which is again has a default value of false. So, and it will receive right here the value of the change value. So and so yeah, let's test it out and let's run the program. So again, it has the is true, the boolean value as a initial value of false, and as you can see right here, initially it will have a snapshot of the initial snapshot of that specific moment. And again, it has a value of false. And if we change the value of the is true right here, to fall true, it should call the callback function right here. There, as you can see, the global value bool value is also has changed to true, and set again to false. Update. It will store the value, the changed value. So again to true. So change to true. Again, this is just not you're gonna always have a different data type right here. I just choose the boolean value. Um, you could have a string or anything, any data that is accepted in the Firestore database. So yeah, this is the concept of the Firestore listener. This is an effective solution to get a real-time update of your Firestore. And so as you can see, we are like the time upon running is like almost 1 minute, and we should have only just like yeah. I had a test before I recorded this video, so that's why it has a amount of 79. But maybe we just had like a file total reads, so which is very good, considering that the polling method has like a 2,000 read requests in just under a minute. So this is an effective solution for those people that uses Firestore, not the real-time database, um, so that to get a real-time update on your Raspberry Pi projects. So I hope this video is in some way is helpful to you. So thank you for watching.